Hey guys, welcome to another video and thanks for clicking on this one. This particular video, let's talk about what's going on. We do have a few things to talk about, and I hope that this video is able to break down those things into ways that you see opportunities despite everything that is going on. The reality is that we are in a big unforeseen environment right now. It's an unforeseen situation because, well, nobody would have expected that we'll start the year and 3 months into it we are in correction in some of these markets. So let's talk about this. Let's break it down and let's talk about how you can position yourself for opportunities even in this environment. Now, this is not going to be my typical video because I honestly want to be as direct and as honest as I can be, because I want you to walk away knowing that everything that I've shared here has really come from my heart, and my hope and desire for you is to be able to see the opportunities and take those opportunities as they present themselves. Now, in I believe my 2 videos ago, I actually talked about how I'm being patient for opportunities. And by the way, if you're new here, welcome. My name is Steven. I talk about finance, and if you're interested in that, feel free to subscribe. So in my 2 videos ago, I actually talked about how I'm being patient for better opportunities. At the time, we weren't even as close to correction as we are in some of the indexes right now. So at the time, I knew and I could tell that things were not going to be good based on the fact that we started a war with Iran. And the reality is that this is probably the beginning, unless something drastically change in the way this administration is handling the situation. I believe that this is going to continue to deteriorate, and in terms of the conditions and how they're managing the situation, and that escalation will mean that the stock market will pay for it. That is the reality of it, right? So right now, what I have here, it says Wall Street sell-off picks up steam. Dow loses 700 points and tumbles deeper into correction territory. Live updates. All right. So pretty much what I want to point out to you here is this section here. The 30 stock Dow was last down 730 points or 1.6%. The S&P 500 lost 1.5%, while the Nasdaq Composite dropped 2.1%. Now, if we go down here, Friday split comes a day after the Nasdaq on Thursday fell into a correction, down more than 10% from a record set in October. The Dow also moved into correction territory Friday after moving into it in morning trading, also currently down 10.2%. So usually when the market is down by 10% or more, we're seeing a correction. When it goes into 20%, that is resulting in significant correction. In this case, maybe resulting more in a crash. All right, and a correction is definitely something to see as, okay, where is this leading and where is this going? And if I pull up let me pull up this chart here, which I wish I had pulled up earlier. One of the things that you would see is that we are not in a good place. We are not in a good place at all. Let me pull up the Dow Jones right now, and I can pull this up here. Let's see if we do 5 day, and actually let's do 1 month. All right. And what you would notice here, good, is that we had made a high of, actually, let me go back 6 months. We made a high of about 50,000 points on the Dow. This was 50,135 somewhere in February. All right. This is February 10th, 2026. And ever since then, we've just been, slowly selling off. And you see this move that you see here, we're actually below where we started this year. And this was September 2025. So you can see we are way below that number now. So Dow is currently 45,217, so 45,217. When we started September 29th, 2025, the Dow was 46,316. So we've lost all the gains that we made, and we're praising and shouting, oh, Dow is making a new high, 50,000 for the first time. Well, we've lost all that steam, okay? And we are down significantly. So let's do 1 year. Okay, so wherever we are now, we are trending towards, so this is for 5,000 now, we are trending towards where we were after the Liberation Day announcement, so which the Dow fell, down almost 16% then from the highs back then. Okay, but how low are we going to get? We don't know, but the reality is that we could see these lows. Remember, this is 40,552. This was in April 14. This was after the recovery of the market. Okay, let me make it maybe bigger screen here so you can see that right there. All right, that's 40,524. And right now we are at 45,000. Now, one thing that you need to understand that the market loves round numbers, not even numbers per se, but round figures, 45,000, 44,000, 43,000, 42, 40,000. And right now we're at 45. The question is, are we going to make our way down to 40,000? Because that is where the massive buying opportunity is. Anything below 40,000 is where the massive buying opportunity is. And the reality is we are 5,000 points away. Yes, it seemed like a lot. It is a lot, because think about it, 50,000 points that we made, or 50,000 points here of Dow that we were at the beginning, at the middle of February 10, to be specific, we're about 50,188. We've lost about that amount, almost 5,000 points between February and the end of March, or in this, we were trending towards the end of March at this point. So the question is, what will break the market now can send us down 3,000 points easily, even in one day? And what is that thing? There are three things that I'm seeing that could potentially happen. One, a ground invasion into Iran will send the market, spiraling downwards. That's one thing. Second thing, we have interest rates. Remember, we've been fighting for the market or the Feds to reduce rates. That's what we've been asking for. But the reality is that is not happening. Why? Because we have, inflation. Guess what? Inflation is ticking back up. Things are getting more expensive. Why? If oil increases, the price of things will increase. And if that happens, the Feds will have no choice but to increase rates to fight inflation. That is the second thing that will send the market downwards. The third thing that will send the market downwards, all right, is the ability of job market. All right, remember we've been talking about AI and how jobs have been lost and how the economy is not really showing the true picture of what people are experiencing. So the combination of the unemployment rate, inflation, and this other third item, which is ground invasion in Iran, those three things are things that I believe can send the market downwards to the lows of 40,000 points, 42,000, somewhere there, or even lower. Okay, and that is where the massive opportunity is. So what am I doing? And I think it is important to then share what I am doing. This is not financial advice. This is what I am doing. The reality is that I still do my regular buys, whether it's 5, 10, 15, 20, 35, depending on the assets that we're talking about. Single stocks I will do depending on the the company. My favorite companies, Microsoft, Google, all those, I will do, I think, about $15 every month, every week, right? Then of course there are the ETFs that I will do a little bit more, maybe $50 per week, or the mutual funds, which I'm doing way more, right? Because that's more of a portion of my paycheck that actually goes into that. So that is still going on. But there's also the strategic moves that I do. For example, when I see new lows of some of the stocks that I like, I buy them, right? So if I see a new low on, Microsoft, I would just buy then. When I see a new low on Facebook, I try to buy it here and there. Not a lot of it, because I know that there's still a lot of room for these things to come down. Nothing wrong with the companies, nothing wrong with the market itself. It's just the fact that we have a very unstable environment right now because of the war, the Strait of Hormuz, and of course the fuel, or in this case crude oil. All right, the price of crude oil going up. So what I am also then doing is keeping in mind that this thing could continue to fall, and as long as it continues to fall, that would definitely be a better buying opportunity for myself. So what does that mean? That means that putting some money aside, not using all the money that I have towards this market, because again, I am okay with what I have. And that's the thing, you don't want to be too greedy. I am okay with what I have invested. I'm okay with the portions and sizes of the stocks that I hold. Now, in order for me to do more of it, to buy more of it, it has to be really attractive. When I say attractive, that means it's really down. So that is what I'm waiting for right now. So I'm still doing my automatic investments. That will continue to happen, whether I like it or not, because I'm not even thinking about it. Okay. But then the next thing is, what would push me to buy and make it, go in and buy significantly more than what I'm doing right now would be, discounts, big discounts. And that is exactly what I would tell anybody, of course, not financial advice, to do, because at the end of the day, you have to position yourself for the opportunities. But remember, we also have an administration that all it takes is one tweet for the market to turn around. So because of that, you also don't want to wait it out completely and say that you want to wait until you get the lowest value for your money. The reality is that you just never know when that low point would be, because overnight, over the weekend, when the market is closed, things can turn around and then you're out of it because you're not in the market at that point. So that is not something that I would urge anybody to do. My advice is always continue to invest dollar cost average. Maybe it's every week, maybe it's every day, right? Some stocks for me would buy every week. Some will be every month. Some will be every pen a paycheck. So that is what I'm doing, and that's what I would urge anybody to do. But at the end of the day, remember, there are opportunities coming, and I keep saying this. I am not going all in right now because there isn't any clear path to this because of the level of escalation or aggression that has been put forward to Iran. And honestly, we'll see how this plays out. Sorry, I kind of have my throat is kind of hurting right now. Anyway, just wanted to share that with you. If you found value in this one, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, and don't forget to drop a like. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. It goes a long way, and I'll see you in a future one.